Hello, Dad. This is Jay Warren. This is the Dadhood Journey podcast. And today's topic is this: just the two of us. Let's do it.
Hi, my name's Niko, and you're listening to my dad, Jay Warren. This is the Dadhood Journey podcast. Thanks for listening.
Yep. All right, so this little musing, this little datalogue is coming from a conversation that I had with Niko driving home from activities today. We were in the car driving around, and Niko said, "Dad, I love this car. Like, I hope we keep this car forever." Which I just found to be kind of a funny thing. I drive a Subaru Outback. It's not like super fancy or anything like that. But it's a cool car. I love it. It's been great for us. Apparently me driving a Subaru Outback makes me a lesbian, which I didn't know that until I started driving it and people started making the joke about it. I've made the joke that I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body, but that's beside the point. He just loves this car, and I've loved it too. It's not something super special, but it's been fun for us. Anyway, but what I said was, yeah, like, this is a cool car for us. And you know what? Like, you and I are kind of the only ones that really drive in this car. I mean, I drive it back and forth to work, and I do my own thing when I'm by myself. And then the other part of the time when I have Niko, my 50% of the time, it's him and I driving around. And there's not really that many other people that are in this car. My mom and dad were down this weekend, and we were doing stuff, so car seats in my car, so they're driving with us, but largely it's just him and I in this. And as I was saying that to him, yeah, this car, like, it's kind of just you and I driving this car when we go on road trips or driving around town. And it really, when the dust settled on that conversation, we were just kind of quiet for a little while, and I thought about that. I was like, wow, like, it's really just him and I, like, in this whole car, it's an Outback, it's not a huge car, really only he and I are the ones that are in it. That seems weird in a way. I mean, I don't know, Dad, if you've got more kids and you have a wife or a spouse or a partner or whatever, there's going to be a lot more people in the car, but are there other friends and family that come in and out of the car too? Maybe so, maybe not, I don't know, but it made me realize just how much of a little twosome, a little partnership that Niko and I have in life right now together. It's really either me on my own during the week or him and I on the week, the days of the week that I have him. I have one day during the week and weekends. Which part of me, like, I was really heartened by that. I'm like, wow, this is like ours. This is us, just like the sign hanging on the tree in front of our house is the dude's house. I made a wood sign out of that. It's just us there. And that's cool in a partnership and a duo. And at the same time, it was kind of sad. There's just been so much transition going on lately in our family, and it's definitely been lonely at times, and it's great when I'm with Niko, but it also is sometimes lonely there, and that's all changing. I mean, it's been 9 months at the time of this recording that we've done the two households and I've had my own place, and a lot has changed for the better. And as I've mentioned in other episodes, Niko's best friends are living next door, the girls next door. That's an amazing little friendship that's formed there, and they're besties, and they just love seeing each other, and they play all day on the days that he's here with me, and that's been really great. And I am super social during the week in that I'm seeing a lot of people during the week, and by virtue of my profession, I see patients all day long and in kind of a quick pace, and I see a lot of people, and I'm doing a lot of phone calls and managing like staff and dealing with other practitioners and all that kind of stuff. It's very social in a work sense. I've been a little better at connecting with friends. So I've done more of that lately, which is good. And I'm not really dating. That's a lie. I'm not dating at all. So that's not something that I'm social. I see that changing soon. That's something I've been more interested in, but not necessarily ready for yet. But circling back to just the two of us, there definitely is, I would say, if I'm going to be candid, 75% of that, just the two of us, and that bond and that duo is awesome. And I feel really heartened by it. And I love that connection and bond that we have and doing things together. Like today we woke up, watched a little TV, had breakfast, went fishing, didn't catch anything. And then went to Get Air, a trampoline park, and just bounced around before I dropped him off at his mom's. And had the weekend with my mom and dad, and just, it's fun. And at the same time, there was a sadness of there's other parts of life that I would love to expand into, and kind of brought that to my attention. I've been starting like the dad's group, and like there's going to be friendships that come from that and more activities I know, and reconnecting with my friends just like I have in the last month has been really good, and that'll expand, and possibly dating life. So that'll expand kind of that social networks and social part of my life. But it's one of those things in life where like those things don't expand until you really want them to. And sometimes you go through a period of like aching and longing for it before it actually happens. And that's kind of the impetus, the driver for it to happen. So one of the things that has been mentioned in the dad's group in the last couple meetings that we've had is there's definitely a theme, and there's a lot of themes that come up that I'll be mentioning here so you can learn from it. But one of the themes has been that dadhood definitely can be very isolating and consolidating, where it all becomes about kiddo and spouse and family life, and those other things kind of drop off for a period of time until it gets frustrating and present in your awareness that like, man, I don't play in the volleyball league anymore, or man, I don't see my friends anymore, or man, I don't go on that like guys night, or whatever it might be for you. So if that's present for you, or you're feeling that, like, I'm with you right now. I feel that bubbling up of needing to put more energy into other things besides just being a dad to Niko, and just being the chiropractor and the podcaster and the instructor and helping run the wellness center. Like, those business things are a big part of me, and I love doing them, and I'm good at it, and I get a lot from it, all that kind of stuff. But there needs to be more. And that conversation around this car, the only two people that are ever in it is me and my son, just kind of sparks something that I'm kind of working out here as a data log here on this episode. So with that kind of musing, if that resonates with you at all, and it's something that you've been feeling like you want to put more energy towards rounding yourself out in another area, and that might not be social, that might be physical, like working out, it might be in career, wanting to do something a little bit more, and put some more energy towards it now that kind of the dust has settled a little bit on family life and you're in a groove, and you can put energy into something other than just family. And I don't mean just family in order to minimize family, but I mean only family. And that's a natural cycle when new kiddo comes in, either brand new first one or brand new second and third one. It changes that dynamic, and you hunker down and you kind of not shelter up, but you basically go inside and just kind of make the three of you solid, and then you branch out, or the four of you if it's a second kiddo, and on and on and on. And then depending on timing, depending on how stable things are, depending on your availability and your own like frustration levels, then that next circle of branching out, either physically working out or expanding into a hobby or being social again, whatever it might be for you. For me right now, it's social. I see that's what's up for me that I want to round out. So if that resonated with you, spend some time about that. Figure out like what's needed to put more into your life, to round yourself out as a dad, to round yourself out as a person, so that you can be full for your family. You can be full when you're playing with your kids, because you're getting all of those aspects of your life attended to, because it's so important. So anyway, for the next time, dads will connect then. But until the next time, take good care of yourself, take good care of your families, and I'll see you on that next episode.
Thanks for listening to that episode. Guess what? My dad just formed a new thing. It's called a Slack group.
What's that?
I don't know. But you can find more about it and join if you go to thedadhoodjourney.com. See you there. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.